from the Hennessy Performance League booth here tonight, and we have a very exciting, action-packed race in store for y'all tonight. And I'm just really excited about this race because this is our first official Cup playoff race, and we are live from Darlington. Darlington, uh, probably one of the most interesting tracks in the playoffs here, and of course, it is known as the Lady in Black. And up in the booth tonight, it is Jake, as always. I feel like I do this more than anybody else in the league. But anyways, we are excited and we are ready as we are always are. So without further ado, let's announce the drivers that will be competing for a championship. Alrighty. For those that are going to be competing for a championship, we have Chibi the Champ, the Heredia God, the Ghost, Shake and Bake, Mike G, Fire Slayer, Marner, Riley, JoJo, and Goth Theme. Those are the drivers that are going to be competing for a championship, and this is going to be a very exciting one. And of course, um, talk about the strategy here is one thing is for sure is that we may not know what's going to happen when it comes to this race. And of course, as far as how this race is going to play out, one thing's for certain is that they need to try to stay away from the wall because of how crazy this wall or this racetrack can be. Because one wrong mistake and you pretty much just scrape the outside wall. And of course, let's go ahead and talk about this. The one driver that's got the momentum, Chibi. Chibi is leading the most in points. He has been doing very, very well for him thus far and throughout this entire season. Um, and I'm kind of wondering how things are going to be turning out for him. You also got most of the RFK drivers, Heredia, Shake and Bake, Marner. Those guys are going to be competing for a championship. We talked about it in Control Chaos this past Tuesday. And of course, one thing's for certain is that all three RFK drivers are hungry to try to win a championship. And of course, my thoughts whenever you look at the Cup Series and you're looking at a lot of new faces and a lot of veterans, and that's something that I think we're going to be seeing here. The veterans, could they try to be able to hang with the new guys? That's going to be the big question. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about this. We see drivers like Gothine. We see drivers like Shake and Bake. And of course, I mean, those guys are pretty much new. I'm not even going to mention Marner being the new guy because he has basically been with Tennessee for quite a couple of seasons. And honestly, what more can you say? As far as the veterans, you're looking at guys like Chibi, JoJo, Riley, Fireslayer, Mike G. Those guys knows what it's like to try to compete for a championship. I mean, some have been here, but others their first time. So it's going to be anybody's ball game here tonight, as they're currently qualifying. As they're currently qualifying, and hopefully we'll get a chance to have our official results later on. All right. As far as my opinion, though, it's like the two drivers that you're looking that to me have the most momentum going into this is you're looking at drivers like Chibi and of course the Heredia God. It is a very those two drivers are very unique in their own way, and I'm kind of intrigued as far as what we're going to be seeing from those two tonight. Those drivers are have worked very very hard. Not to mention Heredia God is a former champion himself, and I think that he's going to go into this championship, this playoff run, and try to go on. And I'm very very excited about this. So, all right, sorry about that, y'all. I still feel like that when it comes to I still feel like when it comes to um, the Heredia God, he knows what it's like to get a chance to win a championship. So I think he's definitely going to be the honest on favorite. Chibi, who has won the most races this season, he seems to be really fast every time. Whenever we go live to any track, he seems to basically find the right rhythm, to find the right groove, and when it comes to Darlington, let's think about this though. The man's got 4 wins going into the playoffs. Heredia's got one. Ghost's got one, and the only one that uh, has a win was below the cutoff line is Fire Slayer. All right, but I do expect to see what shall be a great race tonight, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see an exciting race. Hey, as far okay, looks like we're getting ready to have somebody join me up in the booth tonight. Okay, okay, dude, just fuck it. All right, let's go ahead and try to get a party here. I don't know if I'm still live. I don't know, but let's go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and try to get first in here. All right, let's go ahead and try to get Fortunator up in here. Once again, my apologies here, guys. Just give me 1 second. All right, we're just waiting on Fortunator to join, and then we'll get a chance to um, have him to join. So, um, but anyways, my picks to win this race is going to be a guy who I see having the best run, who has the potential of getting himself a win here tonight. It is going to be Chibi. That is going to be my race pick tonight. All right. I don't know why Joker has me doing this, but anyways, it should be a fun race, and hopefully we have our official results as far as qualifying results. I know I'm lacking the energy here, guys, but bear with me. I literally just got home from a 10-hour shift. But we shall see how things go as far as our drivers. Darlington should be a fun race. And I'm going to check to see. I think Fire Slayer um, is live. So I'm going to check to see if he is live. I don't think. Yeah, there he is. Yes. Okay, so we do have our official results. We got Hooray God up in first. We got Marner in second. JoJo in third. And looks like we're allowed to get a chance to join. Alrighty, we're bringing you all the action live and. Alrighty. A fun one, and we cannot wait going to be a very exciting race. It's going to be a very long race. But like I mentioned before, Heredia God starting up on the pole. Let's see what he can do as we are underway here at Darlington. Heredia God off to a great start with JoJo after the news that broke out for his family. He's going to put Heredia God to the wall. He is going to make a huge send and lead the first lap of this race. Will there be some retaliation? That's going to be the big question here as we have 56 laps to go left in this stage. Alright, that guy gets the lead back. JoJo still in second. He's got the 22 of Ghost right behind him. This is your top four. Seems like things have been going very, very well. Already guys is trying to be able to pull away. As we see the tandem jack top three. He's been making some pretty good runs over the last two races for the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. So here he is once again with another good start for him, and he's finished strong over the last two races. But of course, JoJo does take second place over Jackson. Top five being Heredia God. JoJo, oh, we saw the 34. I think the 34 that is shake. Yeah, that is shake and bake. He is going to be losing a lot of spots right there. Jackson's moving himself up to second. That's one thing I can tell you is that's one thing that you have to be aware of is the beating and banging when they're side by side. Oh, JoJo clicks to the wall. That's going to move Barner up to fourth. That's going to move McCord up in the top five. He had himself a strong run last night at Chicagoland. Marner trying to be able to make the pass to Jackson Altman. This is currently a huge battle for second place. Already God starting to pull away. My biggest question is, where is Chibi the champ at the moment? I think we have to go through the field to find him. There he is. He is sitting by his lonesome. He's got the three right behind him. I figured he'd be up front, but it seems like Darlington's not the best place for Chibi. Already God pretty much pulling away from the field. He has led the most laps in this field. Top three Fords, 1, 2, and 3. Already God pretty much pulling away. Goes moving up to second. Oh, there's somebody up in the wall. Hex to spin around. This might be our first caution. No, it's not. Who, was that just Hex? Yeah, I think that was just Hex. I don't see anybody spun around or anything other than him, so we are only, the 3. I think Chibi's battling with Captain Dead Dad. We definitely need to get to the battle for third here. Ricard, we see Riley trying to pass his teammate on the outside. Look at this battle here. Oh my gosh. We see Shaken Jackson hitting the wall. One thing's for certain is that nothing hasn't changed. But let's go ahead and get back up to the front. Marner having himself a really strong run here in stage number 1. Riley moving up in 4th, and looks like JoJo is going to be in 5th. It looks like Ghost is caught up to Heredia God. As we see Ghost trying to be able to work his way up there with Heredia God. Seems to be in a very good spot for him. And thankfully we have some company. Help me welcome in Firstnators first. Thank you for joining me.
Yep, just give me a second so I can load into the lobby.
Absolutely. Nothing hasn't changed. Everything has still stayed the same. So far, top 3 has been all Fords. 2 of them are RFK. I'm not really surprised by what we're seeing here tonight, especially with what has transpired thus far.
I'm loading up right now.
Alrighty, and once again, I know it's very crazy circumstances, but let's go ahead and go through the rest of the field at the moment. Riley and JoJo 4 and 5th. Looks like we have a 4-car battle for 6th. As we have less than 39 laps to go. Oh, side by side goes Picard and JoJo. Or Jackson. Jesus Christ, I'm retarded. Oh, and Jackson goes around. He's coming to pit road with him and the Soaps.
Well, that's not good.
They have less than 4 laps of fuel. I'm seeing it on Fire Slayer's stream.
Pretty sure Heredia is in the lead right now, right?
Yeah, Heredia is in the lead at the moment. Yes, you are correct. Heredia is in the lead.
Okay, just give myself up to speed.
It is him. Oh, it looks like they're going straight down to the pits, but here comes Ghost. He's going to still stay the lead.
Where's the lap counter at, just so I know everything. Also, Heredia's still in the lead right now. It looks, or not in the lead anymore. I think it's JoJo who might be taking the lead, or Ghost. Okay.
No, no, they went down to the pits, but Ghost did signal. I did not see any of the other drivers signal. But
There's a couple behind him signaling. JoJo is one of them. McCard is
Ghost
also one of
is
them. But Ghost is not pitting. He
Ghost
is
is
pitting.
yeah, Ghost is pitting. Yeah, looks like
Took
I
that a
believe
little wide.
Fire Slayer is coming down to pit road too. Captain Dead Dad along the fray. Yeah, there's a Fire Slayer, and of course Gotham being the one driver between him and Fire Slayer have been struggling thus far in this race.
Oh, as the 17 looks to be out in front of the 6 of Marner.
Yeah, Martyr.
It, I don't know if he was on the lead lap or not, so I don't know if he has a chance of being
Yeah,
the leader.
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
whenever him and Hereda came down to pit road, he was the leader.
Hmm.
So
Do you have a lap counter?
yes, I do. It I got one from Fire Slayer.
Okay. May you please send me that?
Yes, sir. I will.
Thank you. But going back, I'm pretty sure Heredia back in the lead with Marner in second. Ghost a little bit farther behind in third, just about to get past as they're going too wide in that corner. Riley passing him, and that looks to be the stage.
Yeah, that is already the stage. That is a very very quick stage right there. Uh, Stage one being won by Heredia God, Marner, then Riley, Shake and Bake, Jackson Altman, the top five, Ghost, JoJo, Chibi, Gotham, and Masobes rounding out the top 10. Does my voice sound like it's croaked?
Not too much. You sound okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
well, I just sent you the lap counter.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, as Riley ended up passing Shake for third place. That's who that was, not Ghost. Ghost on sixth. Kind of got shuffled back due to these due to this. The four of who is the four?
Papa Musa.
I
They're
don't think he pit. I think he was
that's
just trying to go for a lap lead. I don't. Or if he did, he might have only went for 2 tires, which bold strategy.
yeah.
There's
He's gonna go.
there's a little bit of a lobby lag.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's
Uh,
dropping back fast. Chibi about to
yeah,
pass him as well. Same with Heredia. Same with Marner. No, that is not great. Riley up in the first place with JoJo in second.
yeah. Oh, contact between Papa Musa and the wall.
He is not. He is not doing good
No, the
whatsoever.
21
Oh, in the
of
back.
Lucia.
The
I think
Wuchi is fine. Wuchi is fine.
good
He's still in.
save.
He's still in the line.
As we have our one DNF by Mr. Hex. But here comes JoJo down the bottom. There's Chippy, who finally makes his way inside the top five. Yeah, one thing about right into the wall. That's gonna give Chippy the lead. Oh, Ghost saves it. Papamoose is stuck to the wall. He's gonna be losing a lot of positions. He's trying to keep it
Chibi into the
clean.
lead.
Yeah, Chippy in the lead. He had to take advantage of a very poor situation for Riley. And what do you think about that? Chippy takes the lead. So far, Hendrick 1 and 2. But look at the battle for third. It's getting dicey with JoJo, Heredia, Shake, Ghost, and Jackson Altman.
Oh,
Oh,
Chibi with the convincing lead. Oh, they're getting close. They're getting close over here. There's still a 2 wide battle between Shake and
Ghost.
Ghost.
28 laps to go left of the stage.
Ghost Shake looks to be passing him as the 10 of. It's
Jackson
not.
Altman.
Yeah, Jackson is. Gonna say that used to be King Mufasa until circumstances happened. Oh, in the wall is Ghost. Ghost is in the wall.
Oh,
Ghost drops back. Fire Slayer moves up.
yeah, Fire Slayer's moving on up like the Jeffersons, which I'm glad Mufasa got suspended. But anyways,
As Riley, Chibi, and JoJo are fighting with each other. Chibi and JoJo fighting for that second spot. Heredia trying to get a backdoor chance at getting that top 3.
he's trying with everything he can. But Chibi's
Oh, in the wall, Jackson. Jackson and Shake. Jackson passes Shake. Gets passed by Marner, it looks to be.
is that who I think I see right there in the top 5? No, I thought that's already gone. I thought that looked like FT Slayer, but he's right behind.
That is
Uh, sh-
not. Fire Slayer is behind Shake. As Riley drops back.
no, he's right behind. Yeah, he is right behind Shape. Now I'm on. Him and Ghost have kind of similar prank schemes, so yeah, I can see why I'm
Mm-hmm.
confused there.
Riley drops back. I don't know why. As JoJo right behind Chibi. Will there be shenanigans here? Considering these are two different teams.
One surprised me to say the least. I mean, you're looking at the situation with Riley. I mean, Riley, Heredia, JoJo. I mean, basically our top 4 um, is all in the playoffs. The only non-playoff driver that's in the top 5 is, or yeah, top 6 is Jackson.
Oh, JoJo takes the lead. Heredia in second. I wonder if the HMS guys are just trying to back up with each other so they can pit together.
I don't really think that's the case, considering the fact. I mean, there is strategy, but Heredia God going side by side, and looks like I think Heredia or Jackson led that lap.
It's JoJo, not
Or
Jackson.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Heredia took the lead.
And
JoJo drops back to third.
Chibi moved up to second. Golly, I'm retarded sometimes. But anyways,
Oh, good. Okay, they're motioning to go down. I don't know if that was Ghost or Shake. One of the two went down pretty far.
I mean,
Saved himself.
I'll say one thing about it though. They got 12 laps left of fuel in the tank, so they have a chance to be able to make it green flag stops.
Mm-hmm. And there's 21 laps. About 20, 21 laps left in the stage. So there is going to be some green flag pit stops unless we do see a caution coming up in these next couple laps.
Which wouldn't surprise me at all, not one bit.
I mean, this track is very difficult with it only being one, maybe two grooves at best. You see a lot of lines being drawn up here. It can't really pass. I mean, yeah. Also, we're on low draft tonight, so there really isn't going to be much passing at all. So you want to have the best pit stop possible. So no
Yeah,
speeding anyone.
yeah, I definitely do
As
agree.
they're fighting in the back. The
Yeah.
17.
Oh,
Oh, shakes
shakes
around.
around the big one.
There goes the caution.
Oh,
There goes the
caution.
caution.
Yep. Time.
Commentator curse.
I'm just gonna. I didn't even say anything on that one, so I'm just gonna sip my Sprite and yeah, that was all on you, Forge.
I don't want to hear it.
You know it's true. You know it's true. But we are under caution for the first time tonight.
Has
Other than
Shake really messed himself up being one of the what is it called? Oh yeah, being one of the playoff drivers, crashing, being all the way back in last right now.
I think it's him and
Jojo Heredia, Jojo Heredia and Chibi really kind of helping themselves out. Really, if anyone needs this help more than anything, it's Jojo or Riley.
as Heredia God is going to be be in the lead once we go back to green. First, let us know once how many laps we have left. Once when Fire Slayer does cross the
Mm,
start finish line, as we're back
it
on the
should be
way.
about 17 laps left.
That wouldn't surprise me. As oh boy, oh
16 laps left. Oh, they're already hitting the wall.
McCard,
Fire Slayer, McCard getting in it.
oh Riley gets up to the wall by Marner.
Oh, there goes Heredia.
Oh,
Heredia's up in
Heredia
the
goes to the
wall.
wall.
Chibi's in first. Riley is getting blocked by Heredia. Oh, Riley goes down on Fire Slayer. Jackson is right in the middle of this whole thing. Riley
Contact
Jackson are
being
too
made.
wide. They're making contact. Riley hits the wall. Riley hits Jackson. Riley goes back behind Jackson.
Oh, Fire Slayer to the wall again.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Marner's out of this race.
What happened to
I think
Marner?
Marner lagged out.
Oh no, that is a very
Or we
bad
might get
sign.
the commentator, the commentator thing where like you can't see it in the car. But from the looks of it, he's out. Jackson up in the fourth place. Fire Slayer up in the fifth. Sixth is Mason. Surprisingly, haven't seen him in a little while.
Oh, Shakeaway goes around.
Oh, shakes around again.
That is only one car, I believe.
It was only one car.
So we got three cars out in this race: Hex, Papa Musa, and now Marner.
Oh, as JoJo goes into the lead, followed by Heredia. Heredia will get the pass off. Chibi is just hung out to dry.
After the unfortunate news earlier for JoJo, he wants to win this race badly now more than ever, and I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Marner officially lagged out. So
So that really helps out Shake, though, if anyone. Oh, there's 12 laps left in this stage.
oh, Musa goes
They do
around.
have. Oh no, Mason is in the wall. Mason, watch out for Shake. He does not hit him. Riley and JoJo and Heredia fighting with each other. Chibi still watching right behind. Fire Slayer up in the fourth place. That's some news. That can really mess up someone. I might screw up Shake. Shake might drop even below Riley at this point, depending on how fast it takes him to get back up. I know some
Yeah,
people have bad tracks, but I guess some people's bad tracks are worse than others.
that's what I'm thinking too. JoJo leading this race.
Oh, JoJo down.
Oh no. Commentator's curse again.
I don't know if JoJo. I think JoJo hit a glitch in the track. As we're going back to as we're going back, Chibi back in the lead. Reddy is still in second after that. Doesn't get to capitalize. JoJo might have lost the draft here. Might be stuck on his own trying to figure out what to do. Because it does not look like he's really catching up too much to these guys. Never mind, he's right back on them. He is hunting down the 5 car.
As he should. I mean, I will say that's very impressive.
He can
Very.
see the light at the end of the tunnel. That stage win is there. Will he take it?
One thing about it, though, I mean, you gotta be really impressed with JoJo after uh, getting turned like that. I mean, he's still finding a way to. Oh,
Yeah,
and
not
Ghost is
dropping back
around.
enough.
Oh boy.
Oh, Fire Slayer drops back to 6th. Who is that up in the 5th now? It's someone who's red. I don't.
Who's that?
That was Wuchia on 5th.
Want to say something about him, but I'm
Xfinity
not going to because we're live on air. So, but anyways,
Xfinity driver Wuchia made it into the Xfinity playoffs due to unforeseen circumstances. Don't want to talk about that. Jackson drops
hooray!
back. Wuchia up into 4th. Oh, McCard caught up too. Two Fire Slayer. Looks like there's a big lineup over there.
Yeah, and real quick though, JoJo passed Chibi, so
JoJo is back in the lead of this race.
not
They are
he's not
just,
he's not in the lead, but
or
he's
he
right
is
there with
up into
Heredia.
second. Chibi is dropping back hard. Chibi lost the draft. Will we see something? Now, I know that JoJo and Heredia
Hmm.
are not teammates, technically. In this moment, though, both being Fords, will we see something happen here? Because I know they're not teammates, but I know there always could be something that could happen. Fire Slayer's up in the fifth place. He's side by side. Oh, she hits the wall. Fire Slayer's in the fifth place. Fire Slayer drops back to sixth. Drops back to seventh behind Mike G, maybe? No, he files
My,
right into that line.
this is gonna be a very interesting one. Very amazing.
Oh, McCard up in the fourth.
Nothing has really changed up front, but
Will we see this backpack catch up to Chibi?
how many laps is left?
There are 3 laps.
I don't think they have enough time. But they are side by side
Oh,
though.
McCard hits the wall. McCard hits the wall.
Side by side they go. JoJo takes the lead. Already on the bottom.
McCard hits the wall. Fire Slayer. They're three
JoJo.
wide. They are 3 wide. They are 3 wide. They are 3 wide back here. They are now 2 wide. They are double 2 wide. Fire Slayer, Mike G, Riley, and McCard. Jackson just got out in front of that before Fire Slayer hit that wall.
But meanwhile, back up.
JoJo's not gotten him yet.
But
JoJo on the
meanwhile,
outside. Will he get the run?
but meanwhile, back up front, it's a side by side between JoJo and Heredia God. Who's gonna win this stage?
Oh, JoJo. There's
Heredia.
1 lap left. There's 1 lap left, I'm pretty
It
sure.
is. Even if
Will we
JoJo
see someone
doesn't.
get moved? Will
I
we see
mean,
someone get moved on this backstretch?
I mean,
Final lap. JoJo into the final corner. Oh, he runs deep. He hits it. He hits the bottom line. He passes him. Will he keep in front of him? The 2 car, the Penske, wins the stage.
win the stage, yes, that is indeed their first JoJo win stage 2 for the 2 car. That was one heck of a battle. That was awesome. What did you think about that stage there first?
Entertaining. I mean, it was kind of just like the 3 car battle up at the front, but surprisingly, that Bat Pack really gave a lot of stuff. They made it entertaining to watch. You'd think it would just be boring because they're not really in the battle for first, but they kind of made it about themselves this whole time. We're going to
As
the final stage.
third and final stage.
JoJo's still in first place. Chibi in third. Heredia in second. Jackson in fourth.
Yeah,
As will this bottom line materialize as well as it did last time? Or will we see that top line find some rhythm here?
I think we'll see the bottom line work very well in this one.
JoJo is blocking that top line. Will he does file down to see he does file down to get Chibi. Will we see Heredia try and capitalize? Chibi goes up into the high line, Heredia goes down, so does JoJo. Taking that corner with such speed diamonding that corner perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
somebody!
Jackson hits the wall. Jackson hits the wall. He took out at least one driver.
I think he took out Ghost or Shake.
That was Shake. He did not take out Shake. He just knocked him back. Is JoJo starting to make it a little bit of a gap here?
Definitely not surprised by that one there.
Not at all. As McCard finds himself into this top four stage, will we see Mike G possibly catch up? Now, folks, there will definitely be a green lap or a green caution, or not green caution, green lap pit stops. What is the strategy here, Jake?
Honestly, I feel like when it comes to the situation, if there ain't no cautions, best strategy try to at least come in whenever the time is right. But if we do get a caution, I say to try to save your fuel because I could potentially see this be a fuel saving race.
That is definitely
I,
possible.
but
Now, do we see 4 tires, 2 tires? What's your
four
thought?
tires, there's no way these drivers can last on 2 tires here. I really feel like that this track eats up the tire wear so easily. So the fact that we're seeing a lot of different
Oh,
strategies,
McCard in the wall a little bit.
we're seeing a lot of different strategies. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a lot of fours. But the one thing I do want to say is, though, JoJo, I mean, we talked about this, though, trying to be able to make an impact. I mean, he's made an impact throughout the entire season. He wants to be able to be the first one to get himself a huge win at Darlington. I
Get
mean,
himself in that final four.
yeah, I mean, yo, one thing about it, last night we saw a non-playoff driver win the race, so has a huge chances of making every opportunity they possibly can.
That
For
is very true.
I
Now,
mean,
can we keep Ghost and Shake away from each other during this race? It's not easy for us in the booth here to try and to try and tell the difference between these two.
well, I mean, really, truly, you look at the different shades of yellow. I mean, that's what helps it out. I
Yeah.
mean, Shake's got the yellow up the front on the headlights, and yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about headlights. Which but substance gets loose right there. I'm trying to think of words, but yeah.
As we were talking about the two yellow cars, uh, Heredia took the lead.
Yeah, Herrera did take the lead, and Chibi moving up to second. But look who's catching up to these guys. You talk about the 24 of McCard. McCard, who's been
Not a
somebody hits the
playoff
wall.
driver, McCard.
Not a playoff driver, but a playoff driver in the Xfinity Series. McCard
This
has
is. I'm pretty sure this All-Star car might have won a race too at one point throughout the season.
I wouldn't be
It
surprised.
indeed did win a race. Or no, that was a 14. Sorry.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it has to be the 14 because it's SHR we're talking about here.
Hmm.
But one thing about it, though, I mean, I told you in the pre-race show, the pre-race show sucked. I mean, you talked about Heredia and Chibi. Those two guys are the reason why they are ahead of everybody, especially going into the playoffs. Because you look at the domination from Chibi, who has won 4 races. You talk about Heredia winning a race. He's trying to be able to say survival of the fittest, and that's what we're seeing from Heredia. These two have been making all kinds of battles throughout the entire season, and we're seeing another one here at Darlington. JoJo stays right behind us 5. And what's so interesting about McCard is that McCard, I mean, like I said before, he's not a playoff driver. But however, though, I mean, he is catching up to the two. But one thing I love about McCard is that he knows that they're trying to compete, trying to get a chance to make it to the Final Four. And he's not going to try to get involved at all in any sort of way. But I wouldn't be surprised if the opportunity is right there for Picard to pass JoJo, then he's going to try to do it. There he
Oh,
goes.
for sure. McCard down the inside won't do anything. Oh, it's Ghost and Shake past Riley. Shake really brought himself back into this groove. He honestly is probably gonna keep himself up in that he's gonna keep himself up afloat in that battle for fourth place. I mean, it is probably the closest battle out of any series here. with Shake only 1 point above the line and only 1 point behind the line of Fire Slayer and Mike G.
Yeah, let's say Mike G, who we've not really talked about this entire race. Let's find out Mike G. He has currently been struggling. He's been inside the top 10, and he's doing very good well for himself. But the problem is, track position has not been his best key. It's not been his best friend throughout the entire race. He's gotten involved with one incident earlier in stage two, and he's trying to be able to do something out of this run. He's trying to
We
be
might
able to
see
do
2 pit
something.
stops here. Because they're gonna have to pit with about like 34 to go. Because they're only about like 10 laps of fuel left. We might see 2 pit stops. Because the most fuel you can get in this car is 24 at this track.
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, that's such a really good point there, Furch.
Now, I don't know how many people are going to be able to save, or at least how long people are going to be able to save, but it's really gonna screw up some people's strategy if there's a safety car either right before the first pit stop or right after the second, or right after like the first or second one. That's really gonna mess some people up because I mean you just went for a pit stop, you got slowed down, probably close to being lapped, and then safety car comes out. You're kind of just like over the whole race at that point. It's done for you.
Yeah, see, I definitely do agree. I mean, honestly, first you brought up a lot of really great points.
Oh, it looks as though Shake has dropped back. No, that's Ghost that's dropped back with that pack with Jackson, Gotti, Mike G, Fire Slayer. I'm pretty sure might be in that back pack right behind him. Yes, he is. That that group of drivers really needs to really need. They're the group of drivers that needs a safety car. This front pack is hoping that this track stays exactly how it is. They don't need any difference whatsoever.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, maybe Jackson, or not Jack. Maybe JoJo is falling back a decent little bit. It has kind of just become a 2 horse race between that Ford of Heredia and that Chevy of Chibi.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of screen lag there.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but I'll say we definitely need to follow the rules.
Okay, Heredia in the wall a little bit. Chibi is catching up to him. I don't know if he'll pass him going into this next straight.
I I, I think Chibi does have the chance.
Now I know these two team owners for the HMS team and the RFK team, Heredia being the team owner and Riley being the team owner of Hendrick. I don't know fully if they will want to work with each other, having their drivers work with each other.
Yeah.
I don't fully know because don't know if these I know real life they don't really have any sort of hatred, but in this game they might have a little bit of hatred for each other just because they're both in playoffs implications. There could be a cause for concern there. The fact that Heredia and Chibi and them are all right here. Do these playoff drivers help each other, or do they help themselves?
I think they help themselves. That's going to be the main key here.
Well, I mean, Chibi basically is locked in at this point if he stays where he is right now. We could see 2 people lock in at one time. Okay, 3 people, 4 people into the pits. Top 4 into the pit, top 5 in the pits, top 6 in the pits. Looks as though Gotti is going to be our first driver on track after this first pit stall run. Or no, it might be Shake.
That's gonna be the big key. And who's still in the lead? Is there anybody out there, or the
The
leaders?
3 car. Yeah, it is Gotti.
Gotham, yeah. Let's go and find Gotham.
Gotti is in the Gotti
Pits
is
at
in
the
the
moment.
pits. Same with Fire Slayer. Same with Captain Dead Dad. Sorry, I can't really see the 45 there that well. Is Shake still isn't pitting, so Shake I'm pretty sure is our leader right now. He might be pitting next lap. Will this be an issue though? Because he looks to be alone. And it's not a good alone, it's a bad alone. You never want to be alone, especially on low draft. That will really kind of screw you over. Unless
Uh,
Shake already pit earlier.
yeah. So, can you give us an update on the lap counter and the leader?
Well, they're coming out of the pits right now, the 1 and the 3 of Godim and Fireslayer. They are currently leaving the pits. The leader is back to Heredia, as they have 24 laps of fuel left coming out of these pits. Coming to the line. Oh, that's Ghost right in front of them.
All right. As we right now, the question is though, is how much time does Chibi have to be able to make it up to Heredia God? That's gonna be the big key.
Not just that, how much time does JoJo have to make it up to Chibi? As there is 30 laps to go, they have 22 laps of fuel. So I don't think people are going to be able to save 8 laps of fuel at this track. I mean, with them having long runs like this, where everyone's just kind of spread out, they might, but it's very difficult. This track, especially, very difficult to save fuel, especially since you run that high line so long. It's taking up so much more fuel than if you were say at Charlotte running the low line, because that low line cuts off so much of the track compared to what this is. Also, the shape of this track really messes people up. The little egg shape that it's got. Not a true oval. We see there's a battle for what looks to be 7th to 8th place right now. Yep, there's a battle for 8th place right now between Godim, Fireslayer, and Mike G, which honestly, really important battle. Might not look like it right now since they're all in 8th place, but really important battle because it has big playoff implications depending on who ends up in front. As it looks as though Godim right now is in front, catching up to Ghost.
I'll say, yeah, we definitely need to get back to, yeah, I'll say everybody's working very hard at the moment.
So we do have, looks to be 20 to go.
Heredia's got himself a really comfortable lead. You can see it on JoJo's in-car cam.
Oh, then one car of Fireslayer ends up passing Godim.
I'll say, yeah, we haven't really got just to have a camera on a Fire Slayer.
Fireslayer is back here in 8th place right now. This is a pretty solid battle. I know it's not really great being in 8th place looking at these guys when we do have the leaders up there kind of doing their thing, but playoff implications are playoff implications. Doesn't matter how you look at it.
Yeah, I agree.
If one of these guys makes a mistake, crashes or anything, they're basically screwed. So
I mean, not to mention
kind of
that.
a kind
Go
of a
ahead.
hesitant situation.
I mean, not to mention that. I mean, you look at the lead. I mean, what could have happened if Heredia God somehow? What happens if Heredia God ends up getting a caution? That's gonna be the biggest key.
That's going to be terrible. Absolutely terrible for him. He's already so far ahead. He's already so far ahead. If he gets a caution, brings everyone back up to him. That's just really gonna screw him over so hard. Especially since everyone's gonna get the draft back. We're not gonna see as big of gaps as we did earlier. People are gonna be able to pit, and by now you can be able to say if you pit now,
Yeah.
you could be able to save the about 4 laps there is to be able to end up just finishing this race fuel saving.
Yeah.
Because they are 23 laps to go. Yeah, 23 laps to go. You don't even need to save.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to save for sure.
As they are about 10 laps under fueled right now, depending on the driver.
And how many laps do we have left?
22.
Okay, so then this will be a time for what our final round of green flag stops, maybe.
Either we see green flag stops now with people just trying to get the fastest car possible, or we see people pit late and people pitting late and just trying to be able to use those freshies. Shout out Window Val. People using those freshies trying to get up to the top spots.
Yeah.
As it looks as some people are starting to pit Jackson and Mason being those drivers. They look to be taking that strategy you were talking about, Jake, of pitting now and wishing themselves luck later.
That'd be
Jojo and
nice.
Chibi are right with each other. Jojo is in front of Chibi, ended up passing him at some point throughout this stage. They are looking to be catching up to Heredia just a slight bit. Not enough to really have any pit stop implications, but it's getting there at some point. It's eventually going to get there. This depends on if Heredia pits sooner rather than later. As looking back at this, we have, I think it's 19 or not, yeah, about 19, 18 laps left of fuel, or 19, 18 laps left of the race. If you haven't pit yet, probably about 8 laps of fuel left.
Yeah. Already got still in the lead. I know.
Uh-oh, Heredia's, will lap traffic play a factor?
No,
He is
no.
catching up to Mason.
Um, when it comes to Mason, I think he'll get out of the way.
Will he catch up to Mason before he ends up pitting? Is the question.
I don't think he'll catch up to Mason.
Heredia still is not sectioned to pit. I think these two drivers. Jojo's pitting alone. Okay. That's the risk he's willing to take. Let him do it.
And her, well, let's see. The question is, when will Heredia be coming down the
Or
pit road?
Chibi. I think Chibi might be waiting for Heredia to go down into the pits. Heredia looks to be slowing down a little bit here. I don't know if he's saving just a little bit extra fuel before he goes in the pits, or if he is running out of fuel.
I think he's trying to be able to save. He's gonna have to.
As we see Mike G coming to the pits, another playoff driver. JoJo just now coming out the pits. Riley in the pits with McCard. We still see some people not in the pits. Fire Slayer and Ghost not in the pits yet. Same with, I'm pretty sure that's Gotti right behind them. Yes, that is. They're not in the pits yet. Heredia and Chibi not in the pits yet. They have about 4 laps left to fuel. Oh, there goes
Right.
or not JoJo, Heredia into the
Right.
pits. And so does Chibi.
Now the
Uh,
thing to be quick. The big question is are we gonna see a mistake?
the big question here is, will we see that group of Ghost, JoJo, and Gotti in pit yet? Ghost pits. Fire Slayer and Gotti have not pit yet. There are 12 laps left. They have 3 laps of fuel. They so the Fire Slayer is currently in the lead of this race.
Yeah.
He does have his fuel light just turned on as he and Godim are pitting. No, Godim's not pitting. Godim is in the lead of this race. He is pitting. Coming out, there should be about 12 laps left for JoJo, or not JoJo, for Heredia. Probably went for like 13, 14 laps of fuel. Oh, Heredia came up. Heredia came up just a little bit late.
JoJo comes out first.
JoJo did not. JoJo pit way earlier than them and came out in front of them. I don't know if that's going to change anything because of the tires or because of the fuel, but that could be a decent effect. As Shake and McCard are fighting with each other right now, I'm pretty sure that's for like fifth.
Yeah, but we definitely need. How many laps do we have left?
Um, 11.
Yeah, we gotta stay on this, guys.
The 3 car is still in the lead. The 3 is in the lead. He's coming out of the pits right now. Will the 3 get past? The 3 did get past. Where will the 3 end up is the question. The 6 is in the lead. The 3 car is in 4th place. Gotti moved up to 4th place after the pit stops. Chibi, JoJo, and Heredia are our top 3.
Not really surprised by what we're
8 laps
seeing.
left to go.
8 laps left to go. Hooray to God, Chibi and uh, JoJo have been
Or just
battling.
now, there's 8 laps left to go. Chibi passes JoJo. JoJo's in 3rd. JoJo did get out in front of Heredia, but being that he pit a lot earlier than those two, didn't help him. Didn't help him at all. He was trying to get a big gap. He only got a little gap, and it kind of just messed him up. I mean, it's great that he's in the top 3 because the top 3 is really special for him right now because it's going to keep him up. It's going to keep him up afloat in the battle because he's going to go about, I think, 2, 3 points down, considering Shake is up there in what looks to be 6th right now. But I don't know if this is enough to really help JoJo too much. I know there is a couple tracks left. I just don't know how good JoJo is at these rest of these tracks.
Yeah. As we see, already got as we look through the rest of the field, this has been a very very interesting race. But it's all been let. Oh, as we see, Masopes. I think that's Masopes. But back at it right now. Already got it. Who's been leading the most laps in this race?
5 to go.
5 to go this time by. If he wins it, he'll be the first one to officially enter to the Fatal Four Way. Or not Fatal Four Way. I'm saying the Championship Four. Jesus Christ, it's been a long day. It's been a 10-hour
Fatal
shift.
4-Way Championship 4, same thing. It works perfectly fine.
Wow. I'm
The
gonna.
terminology works. It's wrestling, but it still works.
Well,
I mean, NASCAR's like wrestling. It's an art. It's an art form.
Joker's literally face palming himself at. But that's what happens after I work a 10-hour shift.
Already up far enough lead where I think we could probably call it here. We could probably call it here unless we see a late caution. Is there 3 to go?
3 to go. This is all Heredia's race.
They're now at 3 to go. Heredia just got 3 to go. Heredia basically sealed up the win. We're just looking at who's going to get second, which is most likely going to be Chibi. I don't think it's possible for anyone to pass Chibi or JoJo at this point. The best battle right now is looking to be fourth place with McCard and Gotti. McCard caught up to Gotti. They're fighting with each other. McCard down the inside puts Gotti in the wall, passes Gotti. Now that might be looked at.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That can cause some playoff implications. McCard might get a little bit of a slap on the wrist there. As they're just about to get to the line like with enough field to finish this race. They're going 2 to go.
2 to go, but look at how far everybody is compared to the rest. I mean, you see the gap between our top 3 coming to the white flag, I believe, ain't it?
Yep, going to the white flag.
Yeah, Heredia, whatever strategy he made has been nothing but amazing.
JoJo passed. I'm pretty sure. JoJo passed Chibi at one point. JoJo's
Yeah.
up in the second place. Chibi is falling back
Coming
fast.
to the final time. For the final time in 3 and 4.
Whoa! Godding is passing Chibi. What is wrong with Chibi? Did Chibi run out of fuel?
He had to run
Chibi
out of fuel.
dropped. Chibi dropped.
Yeah, he lost a lot of fuel. So who finished third?
Godding.
Gotham. Wow. What a race.
Godding finished third.
Started from the back and now he came home with a top 3 finish. Good for him.
This is stage 2. That was only stage 2?
I thought that was.
I thought that was 2. I guess it was only stage 2.
Wow.
It was a stage win. Oh god, stage 3 is 70 laps.
I'm gonna kill Joker.
We're gonna be here for a while.
I'll be glad I'm closing next week.
I won't. Chibi's back in 11th place.
Chibi. I thought that was for the race win. But that.
I guess not, but that still has big playoff implications that Chibi dropped back that far. He dropped out of the points. He dropped out of getting getting any sort of stage points, so that really could have screwed him up.
Oh,
Okay, Heredia. Heredia went. I don't know if he lagged, but he went down. He went down on the Godimi's front end very fast, and that's a little bit of an issue. JoJo's still in first place, blocking as hard as possible. Show off your lineman skills. Block that man.
These two have raced each other in the Xfinity Series, and of course we're seeing it here in the Cup Series. These two.
JoJo has some revenge he's got to do. He wants this win. He deserves this win, especially after what happened today.
Wreck!
Who wrecked? Jackson. Oh, Mike G. He took out Mike G. He took out a playoff driver.
That is a caution.
He took out a playoff driver. Oh no. This helps Uchiha because Uchiha comes back into the lead lap, but oh no. Ghost up in the 4th place.
Yeah.
Fire Slayer up in the 6th. Chibi up in the 7th. Wuchia's 8th. Sorry, I guess he did get his lap back earlier. Captain Dead Dad's 9th. Riley 10th.
So this is gonna be a very interesting after that situation. As Jackson Altman did took out Mike G. That that is gonna be a very interesting one. I know Chibi's seen most of it. Most likely we see the Ghost. Or no, that's not the Ghost. That is Shake and Bake.
That is Shake and Bake in 1st place, with 2nd place being
JoJo.
JoJo. Oh, Shake throwing a block. I mean, it was only about 2 or 3 laps that they ran, I thought, and you'd think he'd pit, but he didn't. He's dropping back a little bit. He took that high line. Oh, he hits a wall. Oh, they're all hitting the wall.
Oh,
Oh,
they're breaking.
McCard's around. Godding's around. Jackson's around.
Chibi's around. Everybody's around. That's our.
Uh, um, yeah, Jackson just went straight on.
Yeah.
Jackson's in 6th, but there's in 6th, but there probably shouldn't be a 6th. He probably shouldn't be there. He kind of just went straight into that corner, trying to get the track position, knowing that there was going to be a caution, which I don't know if that's allowed. JoJo's still in 1st place. Or no. Yeah, JoJo's still in 1st place. Chibi's up in the 5th. Muchi is up in the 7th. Fire Slayer dropped back to 8th. Riley up in the 9th. Captain Dead dropped to 10th. I mean, considering how many cautions there are, this stage is no longer 70 laps. It's probably like 50.
That'll make our job much easier as we're back on the green.
Yes, we are back under green. As give me 1 second. We have. Huh. We're down to 58 laps to go. And we've only ran 3 green flag laps this entire time. Fire Slayer's up back in the last. That's not good. Shake's up in the 2nd still. Heredia's in 1st. JoJo dropped back a little bit. I don't know where JoJo is currently right now.
That's
Bold strategy.
very bold strategy.
Oh, Jackson hits a wall again and goes into Lucia. I feel bad. Mike G's been the fall guy for most of these crashes so far.
Man, what more can he do? I mean, Mike G's doing literally everything he possibly could.
Yeah. Riley's up in the 4th. JoJo's 5th. Speaking of Riley, I haven't talked about him much today. He is also a playoff driver, one of those veterans we were talking about on the Controlled Chaos last week, or a couple days ago. Don't know if Riley will cause too much issue. He is currently 4 points off the cut line. As everyone really eyeing down Shake and Bake, as he is the guy to beat. Heredia really getting a convincing lead. Chibi's passing him. Those two can pretty much guarantee themselves in unless they have some really bad strategy going on. It's a mix of JoJo, Riley, and Shake all fighting with each other for who's going to help themselves out the most, trying to keep this playoff spot. Is Ghost also a playoff driver up there as well?
That's gonna make this a whole lot interesting.
Uchiha on the back of that pack, not a playoff driver, but could be a spoiler. Could definitely be a spoiler today.
Yeah, I'm gonna say let's go ahead and get to the rest of the field. JoJo up there in third place, leading Riley, Shaking Ghost, and Wuchia. That's somebody we haven't got to really talk about much is Wuchia. Wuchia has been working his way up to the front. He seems to be having himself a very, very good car. Went from the back, he's
Yeah.
had a lot of situations, but look at him being inside the top 10.
There's 52 laps left. These guys have about 18 laps of fuel. 24 each time. There's about 2, maybe 3 pit stops left. Depends on how long these guys want to run these cars. Oh, already hits the wall a little bit. Causes Chibi to catch up some.
Yeah, I'm saying Chibi's going to be able to catch up and he's going to try to be able to pass, but here comes JoJo down there to the bottom.
I think Heredia is trying to gain a couple bit of laps of fuel, get every drop possible.
Look at this line. They're catching Heredia pretty quick.
This is basically your entire playoffs except for two guys. It's basically or three guys. It's basically your entire playoff picture right here, up in top five.
Lucia stuck to the outside. Yeah, and also mentioned McCard. McCard's inside the top 10 as well.
Carter is inside the top 10. That is a true thing. One of the more scary drivers for the non-playoff drivers, McCard, as known Darlington lover McCard,
He
especially seeing in the group chat.
yeah, I agree.
Mm. That man can spell Darlington with as many letters as currently possible.
I definitely do agree. Is we're seeing a lot. We're seeing a lot of these drivers. They got plenty of time left. Question is, are
They're catching up to Heredia here. They are officially close enough to have some sort of pitch stop implications here. Mike G is not doing too great. Fire Slayer is looking to be, I think, second to last out of all the guys running currently. Which is not good whatsoever. Shake drops back. He is stuck with that pack with Lucia, got him, Mike G. Chibi gets passed by JoJo. JoJo looking to pass Heredia. Riley looking to pass Chibi. These guys are teammates. Will we see team orders?
that's the big question. Oh, I think Shake's going to come down to the pits.
Oh, that's early.
Yeah, he must have got really loose. I'm gonna. No, no, no. Looks like he must have got really loose out there. Looks like we got four drivers out of the race. Jackson Altman being the latest.
Jackson might have been told to park it after the couple of problems that he's been having. Seven laps of fuel left. They are coming to 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, they're coming to. 42 laps. Coming to 42 laps left. So there's definitely gonna be 2 pit stops. That looks to be max. Gonna most likely see some green flag pit stops. Hopefully we do see some of those. Those are more fun to watch than just everyone going down at the same time on those cautions.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, as JoJo is signaling he's going in the pits. No, he's not. I think he just hit the wall.
Yeah, I'll say he must have just hit the wall and got really loose with her.
Yeah, probably. And 4 laps of fuel left. They're coming to about 39, 38 laps left to go. This track sneaks up on you for how fast these. Oh, they're pitting.
That was real.
JoJo's not pitting. JoJo's not pitting. That's a late pit. That was a very late pit. There could be a problem there with that. Mike G's pitting as well.
You think he might have missed it?
JoJo?
Yeah.
I think what happened was Heredia purposely pit late so they can mess up JoJo. But the thing is that he pit so late that he probably is gonna get a little bit of like a penalty due to it. As Ghost is not pitting, that is Shake that's pitting.
Yeah, here comes JoJo pitting right now.
Here comes Uchiha to pit as well.
I think I see Ghost out there still. Him got
22 is
the.
in the lead.
Yeah.
37 laps left. JoJo just now going into his pit stall as we saw through his POV. The 5, the 6 are all coming out of the we're all coming out of the pits as soon as he got into his pit stall. Will we see this be any implications? These pit stops are about 20 seconds long.
Yeah, especially with how long.
Oh, they're coming to him right now. JoJo, you better hurry up, buddy.
I need to hurry up too and get back to them.
JoJo comes up behind him. Still is in front of Riley, but does come out behind those two. We're about 35 left in this race. One more pit stop. Will we see a caution?
Hooray has been in control of this entire race, and he has basically been very, very dominant.
He's gotta have the most laps. He's gotta have the most laps led. At least like the lockdown for like most laps in the entire race led. Like I don't think anyone else can pass him for it. "34 laps left in this race. Coming to 34. Ooh, not much going on between everyone else right now. I mean, it's a little bit of a fight for for first place, but that's about it. We got yellow on yellow crime right now between Shake and Ghost. If we want to go in and tune in on that, there is a decent battle going on right there.
Yeah, I'll say we definitely. If I can ever get to them. Yeah, they're side by side. They're battling.
Oh, Ghost went low. Oh,
Oh,
they're okay.
Shaq
Wall.
goes to the
That's a
wall.
wall.
They've been battling hard, and not you. They're
Godim is catching up to Shake. This could have implications. Will JoJo be far enough ahead of Shake to be able to pass him, or will he be far enough ahead of Riley to be able to pass both of those two? Ghost still keeping himself in that third place spot right now, as first and second of our playoffs are fighting with each other for first and second of this race. So, yeah, I think one of them really just wants to win, so they don't have to. So they basically don't have to show up for the next two races.
yeah. I don't blame you. Well, we need to get back into the front. I think Soaps is out of the race.
Mason is indeed out of the race.
5 cars out of this race tonight.
There are 30 laps left. Coming to 30 laps left.
How much fuel do they have?
17.
Well, this is gonna be a very interesting situation because, excuse me. Now the big question is who comes in and when will be the right time to do so. They are spread out, but Chibi, he's got the long run car, but the problem is he ain't making any ground on Heredia.
I don't think we're fully in the long run just yet.
Wow, wow, wow.
To be caught up. JoJo looks to be caught up to Chibi. Still decent three-way battle. We do have one more pit stop left.
Yeah, so we got more pit stop left, but when was the right time for Chibi
We have
to
25 laps left.
yeah follow along with
Or at least
Chibi?
come to 25.
We're following along with
Fourth
Chibi.
place. Fourth place is nowhere to be found. Don't even know who fourth. I think Riley's in fourth. Yeah, he is nowhere to be found right now. Yeah, it's Riley, Shake, and the boys. This just looks like it's a playoff roster mixed with Cat and Dead Dad and Lucia. I think that's all that's left.
Is that it?
Yeah. There's only 12 drivers left in this race. 23 to go. They have about 9 laps of fuel. Should see some pits soon.
One thing about those, I mean, JoJo's caught up with them. JoJo's caught up with them.
Yes, he has. It's not really. This race has been kind of boring. I mean, that second stage was pretty entertaining, but right now it's kind of just boring. Oh, will we see a pit soon? They have 6 laps left of fuel. There's 20 laps left in this race. They've got, they've got to have that fuel light come up sooner rather than later.
That's what I was thinking.
It's just who decides to do it first is the question. Now, I will say these pits are way longer than they need to be. They're slowing down a little bit. Heredia looks to be going to the pits. Chibi
Chibi's going
is
on the pits. JoJo's going on the
Heredia is
pits.
not going in the pits. Okay. Heredia motioned to pit and then didn't pit. Okay. You do you, Heredia.
He set them up. That's what he did. He just set him up. Let's go ahead and find Heredia.
Yeah, but that kind of messes him up because he's alone. Heredia's
I mean,
pitting now. He pit a lap later. Ghost in the lead of this race. When will Ghost pit? Ghost and Gotti are 2 leaders.
Ghost is coming down.
Ghost is
And
coming down.
Gothi.
Gotti is coming down.
Heredia is currently in the pits.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's in the pits now. Fire Slayer's in the pits.
Yep. Chibi comes out in front of JoJo.
He is right there, start finish line. Can he be able to make it?
Heredia
Just came out.
just came out. Oh, Chibi is going to pass. Chibi might pass him. Heredia cut that corner.
Did he hit the outside wall? Here comes Chibi. Chibi
Yeah,
down to the
Chibi passed him.
bottom.
Chibi's passing him. JoJo won't pass him. Pretty sure we're at 18, 17 laps to go.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. He's
Oh,
gonna block him really hard.
yeah, you can block him, but that might help JoJo out. JoJo is only running the straight line. These guys are going wibble wobbly. Oh, oh, oh. Contact. Heredia down the inside. Heredia down the inside. Oh, the outside wall for Chibi, and that is a lead for Heredia. And we are back to normal.
Yeah, but Chibi's gonna have to give and take here. I mean, he took, but now
Oh
he's not.
no! Chibi's gonna send him some at some
Yeah.
time, but it's not the right time yet. You gotta wait till about like 3 laps left.
How many laps do we have left right now?
We are at. Give me 1 second. Sorry, they haven't passed the start finish line yet. Coming up to 12.
This should be a very interesting 12, now 11 laps.
Oh, they're at 12 laps now. And 11 laps to go. Heredia's still in the lead. Jojo in third. As if we want to look at the battle back here just a little bit for a
Yep.
short period of time, we got McCard, Goddiem, and Shake and Bake fighting with each other. This is definitely going to cause some issue for Shake, especially being only 1 point out or 1 point in. Mike G right behind him. I think Riley's in fourth, just dibble dabbling, doing whatever he wants. Will we see a caution? That's a real question. I think we're at 9 to go. Yep, we're coming to 9.
Yep. Her, I don't think we're gonna see a caution at all throughout the rest of this race.
I mean, I think game caution's the only caution we can have left. I don't think manuals are allowed anymore.
I don't think so either. I don't know. I mean, we're seeing dominance all over the place from Heredia God. And it doesn't really surprise me at all. I told y'all that Heredia was gonna pretty much dominate this. Yeah, this is a gap
6 to
between.
go.
Yep, 6 laps to go. Heredia God.
Freddie is building that gap. I don't think anyone's passing him. Will we see Chippy run out of fuel again? Is the real question.
I don't think we will.
I mean, it's a good question to ask ourselves.
It's a good question indeed, but I don't know. I mean, you see the gap with all three with JoJo, Chibi, and Heredia. Oh, and as Heredia gets loose right there off of end of two.
Loses a little bit of time, but not anything major.
Yeah, you can see how far JoJo is right behind Chibi. Unless we get the caution, I mean,
This race is basically over.
it's basically over. Yeah.
I mean, look at how far fourth place Riley is to JoJo too. Didn't realize how much this track, how much. I think I think going on next year, if we do have a next year, this should probably be a normal draft because low draft on this track makes it a ghost town.
I mean, we're seeing some sort of action. I mean, we're seeing Gauthier,
Oh yeah,
McCarty.
we're definitely seeing some action, but I don't know if it's enough action to really be any major like issue. Um, I'm gonna make sure just to be safe we have enough time to do interviews.
I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like we will have some time.
We do have time for booths, yes,
Yeah.
for interview. Should be still in second place, losing a lot of time to losing a lot of time. That concerning amount of time to JoJo. He is falling back fast. Is he running out of fuel, or is this race over?
I think this race is over. Yeah, this race is over.
That is it.
Ready God wins.
Radia is in the finale. Let's invite these drivers. Get some interviews.
Yeah, Perea.
If you could invite Chibi, please.
Yep. Alright. If you want to go ahead and start asking questions.
Alrighty. Jojo, do you have a copy?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on third place. I know early in the race you kind of got hung out to dry during one of those pit stops. Was there any specific like issues with that there that you had going on?
Well, I'm trying to remember. What are you talking about? Like I pit too early or pit too late or?
No. When Heredia went down and you didn't, and you weren't able to go down with him.
Oh, well, it ended up working out because I was able to catch him, and then he did the opposite of what I did last race, or yeah, he did the opposite of what I did the final stop, and it worked for him. So,
Mhm.
well, just yeah, I mean it was a good race. I think the top three were pretty separated from the field. Riley was up there though a lot, so he could have been a part of it. It was a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake, do you have questions?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the slows that it's been an emotional day for you. I mean, do you think you feel proud of your performance, especially after everything you went through today?
Yeah, I mean qualified third, finished third. Thought I had the first, second, or third best car. I was able to run down Chibi. He was able to pull away from me sometimes. Same with Heredia. So I'm happy where I finished, and we won a stage. So
Um, yeah, do you think after a top three finish will help you carry that momentum going into New Hampshire next week?
hopefully,
Very well said. Thank you, and we'll see you next week, right there, Jojo?
see ya.
All right.
Alrighty. Now
Gotcha.
on to our second place finisher, Chibi the champ. Chibi, do you have a copy? Alrighty. Congrats on getting second place. Now I know you and Heredia were kind of battling out there most of the time. Um, Was there any specific strategy off of some of these restarts? Because I know there's one point after that one restart, after the second stage, where I don't know if you ran out of fuel or if you were just falling back. You ended up in 11th. Okay, I was gonna say you fall back to 11th there. Was there any specific strategy trying to go up in the field?
No, not really. I didn't really do any laps, so I just kind of, I didn't know you like ran out like that quick. But
Very fair, very fair. Jake, any questions?
If Okay, so my question to you is: do you think you could have caught Hooray enough time for you to be able to make a pass right there and potentially win the race?
no, I threw again to Darlington. I didn't think 2 laps would be that big of a difference on tires,
Well,
so that's why I could have left earlier.
yeah. And
Very well said.
do you have any thoughts on New Hampshire next week?
No, not I'm not, I don't really think I have a shot to win any of the next 3 races. I think this is like my only shot, so I'm just kind of hoping it's not 4 different winners.
Yeah, very well
Fair.
said, and good luck at New Hampshire.
Thank you.
All right. Very well said. As we get a chance to talk to our race winner, Heredia God. Heredia, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I have a copy.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and start things off there first. First of all, I want to say congratulations on finishing a first place finish, and not to mention that the first playoff driver to get a chance to go to the Final Four and compete for a championship. How do you feel about that?
It feels good. Just could just uh, take a breeze for these next all these tracks that are well for me. I feel like I have Phoenix, New Hampshire is my favorite track in the game, but I feel like uh, the pressure's off for me. And I feel like Jimmy's going to win next week. I don't know why he's telling himself, but yeah, really.
Is there ever a point where you want to try to win any of these races, or do you want to just sit back and try to see who joins you in the championship four?
Oh yeah, of course I'll try to win these races and give him an opportunity. I don't want like Chippy to win. I will wreck him. I don't want Jojo to win. I'll wreck him also. I would love for Phoenix to get a win though. But yeah, if given the opportunity, I'll definitely like take the chance to win. So
Barrel said, First.
Really only one question. So I know there was I think it was either second to last or last pit stop. You did end up like pitting pretty late compared to the situation that you had there, where the line was and all that. Was there any specific reason that you did that, or was it just by chance?
oh yeah, it was. I looked at my field and it was like what 2 laps on fuel I had left, and I was just like, you know what? They've been following me most of the race, especially Chippy. He's been following me on the pit road, so let me just signal, and I bet you they're just going to follow me. And I signaled, and I stayed on the racetrack, and they pitted. I was assuming in my head they probably messed up the pit entry because they probably were expecting me to pit too. So I was just like, that's my chance to just really gain a lot of time on pit road. But and it worked. I was right behind Chippy when I came out pit road. So and none of the pressure tires were just much better at that point. So yeah,
Very
Hmm.
well said.
Very well said.
All right.
Congratulations on your win. Good luck next week. And that's basically it.
That's definitely it from all of us. First and there, want to say thank you so much for helping me out. It means a lot. Especially after a long race that was. The help was all it needed. But hey, make sure you guys tune in because we got some F1 racing in store for us. I don't know if we're gonna have a broadcast or not, but if we don't,
We,
then do we?
I don't think we do.
Okay. Well, that being said, as far as the Truck Series, we'll be going back live next Tuesday, followed by your weekly schedule of Cup and Xfinity Cup next week. But hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For First Nader, I'm Jake, and for the Cup Series, we'll see you next week at New Hampshire.